Hey, it's Nick for the Talk About podcast. We're going to be releasing a series of really short videos. It's called the Short Shift series, and it's just recapping some of the content that we've captured in our podcast over the 6 years. So we're just going to be recapping some of the great stories and some of the moments. We're going to kick off with one of our most recent podcasts, and that was with Craig Marsland. One of the interesting things he spoke about in that video was it's a real sliding doors moment. Ever since the TV movie Sliding Doors, we hear of these moments of sliding door moments in life, and he spoke about a really interesting moment in how he obtained the Doug Jack car. So tune in now and have a listen to how that car came to be in a real sliding doors moment.
It ended up being sold as a stripped rolling shell.
Yeah, okay.
And I bought it a few years later, 23 years ago now. I wanted another car for the road. I just wanted something to drive, and I rang up off an ad in the Sunday Times for an E49. Rang the bloke up in Kalamunda, and he says, I've just sold it. I'm just doing the paperwork with the bloke now, but give us your name and number and I might know where another one is. So as he's writing my name down, he's calling it out, Craig Marsland, and this bloke who was there says, hey, I want to talk to him. Yeah. And he gets on the phone to me, and he says, I've got your old race car. And I said, no, my old race car doesn't exist. He said, no, I've got it. And I said, I knew Doug had chopped my car up years later. It was worn out. I said, I'll come and have a look. So I go around and have a look at this car that he's got, and here's this very sad shell. No rear quarters on it, no hanging panels, just sandblasted with a bit of greeny coloured chromate paint and looking very ordinary.
Wow.
And there's a set of extractors sitting inside it, 6-pack ones, and the collectors had been modified on them. And I saw them and I thought, I did that. They're my old pipes. And then the penny dropped. This could be Doug's car, because Doug used to mix and match between the two cars. And he had a bonnet there, was painted gold and white, and I was starting to put two and two together. I looked further, still had the big fat torsion bars in, which they had made for Diffin's car. And torsion bars are normally left and right-handed, but when they had made over east, they didn't realise that, and they were both, let's say, left-handed ones. Yeah. So if you look at the adjuster on Doug's car today, where they are today, one's up and one's down. But they still work the same. So that was in there, and had racing brake rotors and things. And so I decided it was Doug's car, and it was clean. It was no rust, because it's been in the shed all this time. Yeah. So we did a deal. They were worth nothing, but all the main components were gone. And so we did a deal with it, and I thought over time I can put it all back together and have a nice 6-pack road car.